right, hello Stacy and Warren. This is Dave from WebGarden. I just want to show you guys how the auto-publicize feature works, and also just a little bit more about posting a new post to your newsfeed here on WordPress. Slightly different interface with Yoast SEO, and I just want to go over proper posting techniques. So I have an idea about creating a post on jack-o'-lantern maintenance. So we'll just, yeah, whatever. Pumpkin maintenance is fine. And what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is create this post while I pause this video. And then once the post itself, once all the content and photos and stuff like that is in there, I will go ahead and resume the video, and you guys will get to actually see the final version of. And I'm really just talking about the content right in here. Everything else I want to walk you through, and the reason for that is mostly just because watching me code in a whole bunch of stuff is pretty boring. Learning about what all of these other boxes are and how to use them is really important, so bear with me. Okay, so got the post all coded up, and you'll notice that there's a whole bunch in here, and you know, not everything has to be quite this elaborate, but I sort of just went for it. And here, I want to show you one really cool thing that you can do. If you hold down Control on your keyboard and press Preview, you'll actually get a preview of the post that you're working on, so that you get to see what it's going to look like on your website. So, you know, we've got the title, we've got who posted it. I'll go ahead and change this to one of you. And then, you know, the text of the post, put in a little photo credit, you know, some interesting facts that I looked up. And then I came up with some pretty impressive pumpkin carvings and paintings, and then a little bit of instruction about how to make pumpkins last longer. So if you use a little bit of bleach mixed with warm water and then use a sponge to wipe over your pumpkin creations, they'll last for quite a bit longer, like we're talking double the time. So that's how you can see a little preview of how the post will look. You can also notice that all of these are clickable, which is kind of a nice little feature. So that you give your site visitors a little something to do while they're here. You'll also notice down here at the bottom that they have the opportunity to comment, and there's also a little post navigation. I think I'm going to make this a little more noticeable and a little bit more recognizable as, hey, click here if you want to go to the next post kind of thing. So anyway, let's go back to the Add New Post page here. I'm going to scroll down and finish my sentence here. 3 times longer. And let's go over some of the other things that we need to do once you've actually created the post. So the number one thing is, let's test our post and see how well it does in terms of its search engine optimization. So the first thing that we're going to want to go ahead and do is pick out a focus keyword. And in this case, I'm going to just go with jack-o'-lantern and see how we do there. Looks like we're getting some pretty good stats to start, but there's a few other steps we need to take still. So I'm going to click Edit Snippet here. That's the next little bit, and I'm going to change the meta description. I think I might also go ahead and change it to jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern maintenance. And then go ahead and maybe just grab some of the text from the actual post up here. Maybe just that sentence, and I'll paste that in here to the meta description, and then I guess we'll also need to that wasn't a very good sentence. Let's see. Um, Learn how to make your jack lanterns last for up to 3 times longer. All right, so you might give the meta description something like that, but you just need to make sure that your focus keyword appears in the meta description, appears in the slug, and appears in the title of your post. Really good way to test whether or not your focus keyword or the main subject of the post is well optimized in what you've done so far. So what we can see is that there's a few little things. The images on this page are missing alt attributes. Okay, not a problem. We'll go ahead and insert some alt attributes. And we haven't used the focus keyword in any subheading such as H2 in our copy. So let's go ahead and actually, I'll go ahead and put in something here. Let's see. Something like that. All right, so now it seems pretty happy. We need to still go ahead and add some alt attributes to the images. I'll do that after this video. But anyway, so let's say we're totally happy with our SEO. Looks really good for the jack-o'-lantern thing. The next area to work on is over here in the top right corner, the publish area. And what I want you to guys think about specifically is the publicize portion of that area. We can also talk a little bit about the differences between a draft and the other status types, how to make certain things visible only to you or only to folks who have logins. And then you can also actually schedule posts, which is pretty cool. So let's say, Stacy, that you wanted to write 20 blog posts that are going to be released once a week for the next 20 weeks, and you have 2 full days to do that. You can actually utilize this portion to schedule out a post date for something. So let's say we didn't want this to go out until November 26th. If you go ahead and enter in that information and hit OK, it will then say schedule for November 26th at 1:20, or it's in military time. I need to adjust the settings for this and also adjust the time zone for your installation, I think. But really, what I want to talk about right now is the publicize area, because this is how this post is going to get auto-posted out to all of your social networks. So you go ahead and click Edit Area, and basically you can choose which networks this goes out to. You can also set it to just go to 2, let's say, or 1. And let's say you only want this to go to Facebook and Google Plus because you're going to customize the Twitter one for something special. So you could go ahead and schedule this post to go out on November 26th, or we can go back here, change the month to October, and then it will say publish immediately. And it will give you a publish button down here. As soon as you click that publish button, this is going out to those social networks. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is recheck Twitter here, and that's fine. Jack-o'-lantern maintenance and upkeep for long-lasting pumpkin art. That's totally fine, at least for the purposes of this. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new category. We'll call this tips. Tips and tricks. How about that? Tips and tricks. So we're creating a new category in our blog. And now what we need to do is go ahead and give this post some tags. Think about tags like keywords, so we're going to use jack-o'-lantern, pumpkins, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Jack Lantern history. I don't know what else we might want to include. Let's say we're satisfied with that list of keywords. And now the last thing we're going to go ahead and do that's totally and completely necessary is go ahead and just select one of these photos to be our featured image. All right, sorry, I keep getting interrupted here, so I keep pausing our video and restarting. So anyway, it looks like we have everything that's all set up. We've got a green light on our SEO, got some great content. We've been able to preview that content and read it through. It looks pretty good. Got some nice photos of pumpkins, etc., etc. You'll notice that the garden shop shows 5 random products up here on the top right corner. Gives us a few customer reviews on the right-hand side, and then displays the post itself. So let's say we're ready to go ahead and post this. All you need to do is click this little blue publish button, and this will go out to all 3 of these social networks. Now let's say we don't want to go ahead and publish this out to our social networks just yet. All we want to do is put this on the website so that we have a few blog posts up there when the site gets launched. Not a problem. You just uncheck those 3 little check marks there and hit the publish button. Now we can actually go here to the news feed and see our post right up there, front and center, very top, shows the today's date, etc., etc. So that is how you go ahead and add a new post. That is also how you go ahead and send that post off to your social networks. I'm going to go back through now and edit the post dates here for a couple of these things, and also change the author there. And I think I'll just change that to Stacy. How about that? Now each of you has a post up on the site, and what we'll go ahead and do is maybe let's just change this to the 21st for right now. We'll make that the actual date of the website launch eventually. So anyway, as soon as I go ahead and reload this page right here, you'll notice that the author changes and the date changes instantaneously. So anyway, that is blog post uploading, that is blog post creation and sharing out to your favorite social networks. You'll also notice, actually, when you click into any of these particular posts, and you scroll down to the bottom, your site visitors will have the opportunity also to share these out to their Twitter, their Facebook, their Google+, or potentially even email it out to some of their friends. They can also like these posts. I'm going to go ahead and like this one. And yeah, that's it for this little video. I hope that all makes sense, and please do go ahead and let me know if you have any questions.